Okay, so Smiling Friends was announced to be, like, ending a while ago. And they were, like, dead serious. Like, Zach and Mike were, like... Mike, I don't know him like that. But... Zach Hadel and Michael Cusack were, like... You know, dead serious, like, we're ending it, like, we don't want to drag it till it's not good anymore, and then we put it down, like, we want to end it in its prime, and people are like, why are you ending it when it's so good? Like, you don't understand what you have. And it's like, they do understand what they have, and that's why they're ending it so soon. That's why they're doing that, because they're like, we understand that we made something really good, and people like it. Why would we want to ruin it for them? You know, like, there's never been a show, an animated show, that has gone on for more than like 4 seasons and has stayed good. Don't say Invincible, because I wouldn't count that for some reason. But yeah, because Invincible's based off like comics, you know, you're not making new stories, you know? I feel like with Smiling Friends, that's a good thing to say, because I feel like you don't want to drag it, you know? You don't want to turn into the next Rick and Morty. I like Rick and Morty, but you gotta admit, it has suffered a little bit of seasonal rot. Like, I feel like it's not as good as it used to be, and that's because it's gone on for way too long. Smiling Friends is the exact same way, but that's not why I'm talking about this. That's not why I'm talking about Smiling Friends ending. I'm talking about Smiling Friends ending because the new promo made everybody think like, oh, this is obviously just an April Fool's prank. And I'm aware that it's April 4th as I'm recording this, and clearly it wasn't. But people are still like, maybe it's a belated April Fool's prank. Like, maybe they're gonna release the final 2 episodes and Charlie's gonna be like, dude, like, it literally, dude, I just got like a notification on my phone. We have like 2 more seasons, dude. And then that's it. And then they're gonna make like 2 more seasons after that. And like, I don't know. No, it's over. Like, it's done. It's over. No more Smiling Friends. And that upsets me as well, because I really liked Smiling Friends. I never made a video about it on this channel, but I really like Smiling Friends. And I'm a little sad that it's ending, but I'm also glad that it's ending, because that means that it's not gonna end up getting a little bit spoiled, because I feel like Rick and Morty's legacy now, ever since it ended, isn't, its legacy isn't, you know, fucking the good episodes like that one where there's like aliens or some shit in the house and they have to figure out who's an alien or whatever, or like those episodes that are really good. I feel like now the legacy is the fucking number episode where they have to fight number aliens. You know, I feel like that's kind of their legacy now, is they've gone on for too long, and Pickle Rick and Szechuan sauce is their fucking legacy, and unfunny fans. Smiling Friends, you understand Twitter. One person is gonna tweet, dude, am I the only one who finds Smiling Friends like really unfunny? And then everybody's gonna be like, wait, so do I always thought that as well. And everybody's gonna be doing that now. Everybody's gonna be like, wait, I always thought it was unfunny as well. If it went on for more than like 5 seasons, everybody's gonna be like, dude, this is butt. It's gone on for way too long. Adult Swim is dragging this. Everybody's gonna be saying that if it goes on for more than 4 seasons. That's just what's gonna happen, regardless. You know? And I feel like maybe Zach and Michael like understood that and was like, damn, we can't keep on going like this. They prophesized the future, and they said, man, like, we just don't want to continue. We just don't want to continue. And that I really like that. And them rug pulling it and being like, this was all a prank, I feel like it's just gonna make everybody really pissed off. Like, you can't do all of this. You can't make multiple posts, multiple promos, and then be like, just kidding, right after that. You know? There's too much logic behind it. There's too much evidence behind it. It's done. 2 more episodes, and it's done. There's a little clip of them walking through a little white portal, and I'm willing to bet that's the final clip of Smiling Friends. It's Charlie being like, okay, Pim, this is the end. And then they close a deep breath, and they walk through the portal, and that's the end. That's the cliffhanger. That'd be so tough. Or maybe they're gonna be like, oh wait, no, like, we just got ordered for 2 more seasons, we gotta keep on going. And Pim's like, are you serious, dude? Charlie's like, yeah. And then Pim's like, isn't that like a little mean to like our fans to like rug pull them like that? And Charlie's like, yeah, I guess, dude. And I don't think they'd do that though. I don't think they'd go through the trouble of that. Maybe they would. Maybe they would, but I don't know. I don't think they would. I don't think they would. But again, it's not my show. I don't know. maybe they're gonna do that. But guys, I think the copium is over. April Fool's has passed. Smiling Friends is over. Smiling Friends is over, all right, and it's done. And not yet. It's not even done yet. We're gonna get 2 more episodes, dude. But after those 2 episodes, it's over, and I'm not that upset that it is. I'm not that upset that it is. I love Smiling Friends, but I also love that they're willing to respect the project. Because I also see people on Twitter being like, they just don't respect what they have. Like, they don't respect the hand that they've been given. People try, like, all the time to get, like, shows that run for as long as they got to and longer. And they're taking advantage of it. It's like, no, they're not. Alright? Look what happened with Clone High. They ran for 1 season and it was peak. And then they came back and it was ass. Alright? You took advantage of the fact that sometimes a short runtime is what a show needs. Alright? But also Clone High is a different example because it came back like after like 20 years. I don't know. I hope that maybe Smiling Friends will come back eventually, but honestly, I'm kind of glad that they're ending it after 3 seasons. That's a good, decent, good runtime. I wish Rick and Morty kind of did that. I wish Rick and Morty ended after 3 seasons. People would look back at it a lot more fondly, I feel. I hope to not piss off any Rick and Morty fans as well. I do like Rick and Morty, but you gotta admit, it's not as good as like season 3 prior, but it's still alright. But would you really want that for Smiling Friends? It to just be alright? And people to just be like, I just realized it's not funny, and then everybody else is bandwagoning, everybody else is jumping onto it because they can't form their own opinion. I don't know. That's what would have happened if Smiling Friends went any longer than like 4 seasons, People would be like, I realized I actually don't like this. And then everybody else is like, yeah, me too. Whatever. I'm glad that it's ending the way it is. It's not an April Fool's prank. It's done. We are past April 1st, and there's been no new announcement. What if right after I upload this video, they make an announcement that like this was all a prank? This is all a prank. What if they do that? I will be so mixed on that. I will be so joyous and angry. I mean, maybe they could have kept it for like another 2 more seasons, but also like I understand the burnout as well. Cause like I understand the burnout as well from like Mike and Zach, cause this is their first show. Really, this is at least Zach's first show. I think Mike has done that one show, but this is like Zach's first show. This is Mike's first this is their first big budget fucking thing. The next Rick and Morty. And I don't know. I can understand why it'd be a lot of. I'd be like, fuck. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, this is so much work. And every year, you want a whole season every year. And I understand, like, oh, each episode is like fucking 10 seconds long, and it's fucking like 2 episodes. But like, it's still a lot of work. It's still a lot of animation. There's stop motion. There's mixed media. There's this, that, and the other thing. There's so much stuff going on, right? Like, it's not easy being a Smiling Friend, okay? And I don't blame them. But let's not cry because it's ending. Let's cry because it happened.